Hello, everyone. Raymond Mhor, Kilted Prepper. How's everybody doing? You're watching Coffee with Ray. Good morning. Happy Saturday morning. It is Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday. Times I forget what day it is and everything, but you didn't think I would forget. See, I do these shows every day and everything, but it's interesting how time kind of just flies together and everything. So I hope everybody's having a good Saturday today. Ah, take a breath. I'm still I'm feeling myself get better, which is a good thing. And I'm able to take, more deeper breaths and everything. Like I said, doctors got me on 2 inhalers and all this other stuff. But it is slowly coming about. And I am really glad. I hate being sick. But this one has kind of kicked me in the behind for sure. But yeah, my goodness. So, uh, let's see. A couple things. One, I don't think I'm going to be doing a Saturday Night Live tonight because I can't talk very long. And when I start talking like I'm, now, I'm starting to, lose breath and everything. Hey, Kim, how you doing? Thank you so much. But I'm not going to be doing a Saturday Night Live because, when I start talking and everything, I start running out of breath. And so, hey, Holly, good to see you. So, excuse me. So, yeah, like that. I start running out of breath and things, but I am getting better. I am feeling better and everything. The headaches and stuff are starting to diminish. I'm able to take deeper breaths and everything, and it's all due to this stinking ragweed. It got into my lungs and just messed me up and all kinds of stuff. And I got some stupid smudge here on my glasses, and I hate when that happens. So, what are you guys up for today? What are you guys doing today? It's Saturday. Are you doing anything for your preps or anything? I've been trying, even though I'm sick and stuff, trying to still maintain my 30-day prep challenge. I haven't been posting pictures, but I've been kind of doing, YouTube videos and stuff like that. But I really tried to use September as my jump on it sort of, prep because September is or disaster preparedness month. And so like today I posted about books that I bought and you know educating yourself, can doing adding to your knowledge base and everything is also very important. And this kind of runs into what I want to share with you. A good friend, Jim Cobb. He's another author and writes also survival books and everything. Hey, Angry Talker, how you doing, bud? But he's the editor of 2 magazines, and he sent them to me and asked me to do some reviews on them and stuff like that. And I've seen these, and I've actually picked these up on the newsstands before and everything. I didn't realize that Jim was the editor, but he also has written several survival books on his own. His name is Jim Cobb. Look him up. He's there on Amazon and everything. And then he also writes, I believe, for is it Knife Magazine or Blade Magazine? He's really knowledgeable about knives. Collie says I'm prepping a whole lot of pasta today. But these are what it is: survival guide or backwoods survival guide, and you know prepper survival guide. But both of these are really great magazines. And what I wanted to just share with you here, I've got some articles bookmarked that I liked. And for example, catching the rain. He's got a whole article on rain catching system, uh, on beekeeping and things. And then also, I'm a gearhead guy, so I'm always digging gear reviews and everything. But great magazines, lots of information. Uh, you know, this magazine tends to run more towards your bushcraft and your homesteading person. So, Backwoods Survival Guide, really, really good magazine. Lots of great articles in it and things. And then Prepper Survival Guide. leans more towards, your modern prepper or maybe your urban prepper and stuff. For example, Cooking Without Power is one of their articles that I liked. And then another one that's biggie is Severe Weather, how to prepare for severe weather and stuff. And then again, more gear and gadgets. So, like I said, I'm a gadget guy. I'm a gear guy, gearhead. So I'm always loving gear. I'm always loving, the reviews on stuff, and of course, Jim's writes about knives and other things about it. But these are two magazines that I would highly recommend getting. And you can get it without the glare, but yeah, Prepper Survival Guide and Backwoods Prepper, both really good magazines. Add them to your collection. Pick them up at the newsstands, and then Jim's on Facebook and everything. Let him know that you heard about him from me and everything. I'm not getting paid for this or anything like that. Jim just asked a favor for me, and so I thought I'd do a review of these. But get them, folks. Good stuff. Good magazines. And I keep them in my library, if you know what I mean, for reading and such. So, but good stuff. So what else, what are you guys doing today? It's Saturday. We're kind of like hanging out and stuff like that. So what are you doing today for your preps? Holly said she's doing a lot of pasta today, and Mylar bags finally came, so now I can pack them up. Be careful with Mylar bags and pasta if you're sucking the air out of them, Holly, because what will happen is that the pasta has little sharp edges, especially if they break or something, and you'll develop micro holes. So what you want to do is just bag them, kind of like get as much air out as possible, but not suck the air out. And then also add an oxygen absorber to that. That'll help keep your pasta fresher even longer. But pasta in and of itself, just in the store-bought bags, will last probably about 3 to 5 years. So Kim's making applesauce and butter. Apple butter or applesauce? I mean, you're making applesauce, but are you making apple butter also, or are you making butter, like out of heavy whipping cream or something? So that's a good one. Um, I'm gonna muck around or try to muck around a little bit in the garden. My cherry tomatoes are exploding, and so what I'm thinking about doing, if you saw my video the other day on making tomato infused oil, what I did, I'm going to start making those out of cherry tomatoes next. And actually, those are really good. What I do is squeeze the seeds out of them, and and then separate things. And says Kim, but I squeeze the seeds out of them, and then the tomatoes in themselves, I just then dehydrate as kind of whole but squished up and things. But they make a really good oil. But the big thing is that these are nice bite-sized pieces of quote unquote sun-dried tomatoes that you can then use in cooking and everything. And so you can grab one or two of the cherry tomatoes out of the jar, and boom, you've got some great sun-dried tomatoes to add to salads, to pastas, so forth and so on in your cooking and everything. My husband said put the pasta in ball jars or mason jars. Yeah, that's a good thing to do, Holly, is actually get a 5-gallon bucket and keep your pasta in a 5-gallon bucket. Now, you can put it in a Mylar bag inside the 5-gallon bucket, but if you're using a food grade bucket, that's what I do. I just put a food grade bucket in and put my pasta in that. I use about 3,000 cc of oxygen absorbers in there. The oxygen absorbers that I have are 1,500 cc for my 5-gallon buckets. And so I put up 3 or 4 of those in there. But you need at least 3,000 cc's of oxygen absorbers. But keeping them in a 5-gallon bucket. And then also, if you're not using, oh gosh, what are they called? Gamma lids. Use gamma lids on your 5-gallon buckets. And so even if you're using I know Walmart sells 5-gallon buckets without the lids for some reason, or they charge you more for the lids, but food grade buckets for about 350 to 450. And sometime you'll see them on end cap or the middle area and everything like that. So whenever I see those, I always pick up about 3 or 4 just to have on hand, because I'm always using them to fill up and stuff. But pasta is really good in 5-gallon buckets, and it's easy, especially with the gamma lid. Twist on, twist off. The gamma lid has a rubber seal on it, and you're able to then um, keep the critters out and everything. And the oxygen absorbers will also keep the critters out as well. Sucks all the oxygen out and everything. Helps prolong the longevity of your pasta. So look into those as well. But yeah, you can put them in mason jars and everything. And in fact, what you can do with that as well is make meals in a jar. Do I have that book around here? Let's see. Looking. Is it? I thought I had it here, but I guess. Oh wait, here it is. This is Meals in a Jar. This is a great book, by the way, folks. Get this book, really good. But if you're making pasta and stuff like that, and you've got mason jars, why not make meals in a jar? So this is a super great. Stephanie Peterson does this. Highly recommend this book. I use it all the time. I'm always making meals in a jar. And in fact, what I do is, where I keep my dehydrator by our back door, I always have a jar of whatever is our leftovers. I always throw it in the dehydrator, dehydrate it up, and then add it to that jar. And so I always have like mystery soup and things. Add a couple bouillon cubes to it and stuff. And then also even the meat, for example, I will dehydrate whatever meat we may be eating. I'll get all the fat and everything. And if there's a little bit of oil, I'll actually rinse the meat off and everything, kind of get as much oil and everything off of it, but cut out the fat and everything, chop it up and dehydrate it, add it to that jar so that you have a mystery soup meal or whatever. But and then once the jar is full, add an oxygen absorber to it, throw it on the shelf, and it's ready to go. And this is something that you can use to give to people or even use it yourself. But they make great gifts too. So Christmas is coming up and everything. Why not do meals in a jar? Great Christmas present. So that's everything that I can think of. But I just wanted to share these magazines with you. Great magazines. Prepper Survival Guide and Backwoods Survival Guide, but both really good magazines. Jim Cobb's a friend of mine, good guy, great books that he's written. Check them out on Amazon. And let's see what else is going on out there that I might talk about. No Saturday Night Live tonight again, because I just can't talk very long. As you can see, but I kind of run out of air. I'm getting better though. I'm getting better. I'm feeling better today. But next Saturday, 6 p.m., I will be doing the alternate income class. I've already changed the dates. If you have the link to that already, then you'll see that the class date has been updated. So, and I'll start sending out emails and everything this week to really promote it, get it going, and everything's going to be on Zoom. How I encourage you guys to check it out, watch it, and be part of it. I'm going to be throwing a lot of information at you guys. And then look into joining my Facebook group. I just made it private. So that way we can really talk about stuff without the world coming in there and checking things out and everything. And then also consider being a member here at YouTube. See the little join button here, hit that join button, and I'm going to be I've been creating content. I have to admit, because I'm sick, I haven't finished it, but I've already been creating content for our members group. And I'm going to be really focusing on alternate income, and I'm going to be focusing on mental preparedness as the first two things that I'm going to be adding content to. So, and those are going to be kind of more lectures and such. So, but look into that as well. Help support the channel, help support the groups and everything. And doing a lot of cool stuff here. I'm really appreciate the community that we're building here. I love y'all. Cynthia loves y'all, and she's really been working and jumping in the group as well. So if you want to see Cynthia, go join the Kilted Prepper community on Facebook and things. So that's everything I can think of, folks. Raymond Mhor, Kilted Prepper. We'll see you. Goodbye. God bless and kilt on.